Hey there, my fellow lunatics, and welcome to Dakon's Madhouse. Hey everybody, the time has finally come. The new Shimmering Frontier update is finally here, and I have got an overview of the most important parts of the update to prepare you for what to expect. There is something for everybody with this update. Whether you're a new player or someone who's unlocked every detail so far, you're going to have an exciting time with this update. First, let's talk about the new biome, the Shimmering Frontier. This crystal-themed biome is spread out and can be found in all three existing outer biomes, starting at a distance of 1,200 tiles or further from the core. If you're playing with an existing world and happen to find those egg-shaped obsidian walls, I am happy to confirm that those are indeed Shimmering Frontier placeholders. Just go to those bubbles and you'll find the new biome. However, I have also noticed that the Shimmering Frontier biomes are bigger if they are generated after the update. So again, if you're using an existing world, you're going to have to explore out a bit further to get to chunks that haven't generated yet. The Shimmering Frontier has two main scene types, the Crystal Caves and the Alien Cities. The Crystal Caves will spawn crystal plants, tall and short, as well as radioactive crystals and breakable geodes that hide little goodies inside. You can get the crystal crust tile that spawns mimites and orbital turrets, but the giant snails and the nillipedes will only spawn inside the crystal biome itself. If you're a mob farmer, you'll be a bit frustrated by the nillipedes and the giant snails. The snails break down any wall or really anything that gets in their way, and they place crystal tiles below them if they would otherwise walk over water. Because of this, they cannot be caged and they cannot be farmed. The same is true for the nillipedes, but for different reasons. They burrow under the walls and can escape any enclosure. As such, neither mob can be auto-farmed. The Alien City subbiome contains alien tech chests and alien crates that can be harvested or broken and contain various valuables, rare items, and other goodies. You'll find alien tech walls and floor tiles, both of which have a very cool kind of circuit board looking kind of feel to them. When roaming the alien cities, there's a chance that you'll find the alien battle arenas, a new event where enemy units spawn in waves attacking you. You must defeat each wave while staying inside the green circle before the timer runs out. Beat this event in order to get the nuclear battery. This item spawns the new Brave Merchant NPC. The Brave Merchant is a brand new NPC vendor. He has several new items for sale, including the hazmat suit. This set of armor provides very little protection, but it will keep you safe from the radioactive crystals that dot the Shimmering Frontier. It's definitely a cool addition, and the hazmat suit looks neat, but unless they increase the spawn of those radioactive crystals, or add a scene that is just highly radioactive, or maybe a boss fight that uses radiation, I just don't see the hazmat suit being very useful. The crystals do 80 damage every second or two, and they break in 5 hits, regardless of the pick that you use. You'll break the crystals after only 1 or 2 ticks from the radiation. It's very easy to survive without protection, and none of them so far that I have found have been densely populated enough that I would get hit multiple times from these crystals faster than I could even heal. In addition to the hazmat suit, the Brave Merchant has several food and drink items that can be of use to the players, but the most important item he sells is the Bait Pillar. This item costs 2,670 ancient coins and spawns the new optional boss, the Atlantean Worm. The Atlantean Worm is the new optional boss. He spawns in the sunken sea and does not have a respawn timer, so as long as you have the summoning item, you can respawn him repeatedly for farming. I'll be doing a deep dive into this boss in a separate video, but here's an overview. The worm swims around under the waters of the sunken sea. When he is under the water, he swims underground and wall tiles and doesn't break any of it. You place the giant pillar in the water nearby where he is swimming, and he will come to you, attracted to it. After being summoned, the boss rises up and attacks, destroying everything in his path. The worm has a ridiculously tough carapace, and normal attacks don't do any damage to it. But there are weaknesses in the creature's armor, and a well-aimed attack at specific points will break through and damage the monster. As the fight progresses, the worm splits into multiple pieces, all of them able to attack separately, ramping up the difficulty until eventually all segments are destroyed. The new chest that he drops is versatile and able to be placed in either the sea or land tiles, which I think is a really cool addition. Loot from the boss is varied and is about on par with other sunken sea items, maybe a little stronger, but there is a single guaranteed drop. The Atlantean Worm Heart, which provides a permanent plus 100 hit points when eaten. It is nice to see more permanent hit point food, especially a plus 100. We will definitely need it. Also, it doesn't look like this boss is related to the 3 new dots added to the Souls tab, so we should expect more bosses coming in future updates. There are so many new items in this update. They can and they will be a video all on their own. But for this video, I just want to briefly go over all of the new items, as I don't even know how to find them all yet. I found some of them myself, but just not all of them. So we're just gonna have to wait a bit for the data miners to uncover it all. Now, I'm not gonna go over all the details of every item, so if you want to take a closer look, be sure to just pause the video. For the new types of helmets, we have got the Shroomman Cap, the Ranger Hood, the Adventurer's Hat, the Pot Lid, the Cooking Pot Lid, the Shaman Skull, the Hive Bone Helm, the Mercenary Headband, the Mold Web Helm, the Wild Warden Mask, the Plague Mask, the Solarite Barbute, the Hazmat Helm, the Cosmos Visor Helm, the Ninja Cowl, and the Atlantean Worm Helmet. For chest pieces, we have got the Raincoat, the Ranger Tunic, the Pot Tub, the Cooking Pot Tub, the Trench Coat, the Stone Chest Plate, the Hive Bone Breastplate, the Mold Web Breastplate, the Mercenary Tank Top, the Wild Warden Pauldrons, the Gemstone Garment, the Cosmos Torso, the Hazmat Suit Jacket, the Solarite Cuirass, I think that's how that's pronounced, I'm not really sure, it's one of those words I've only ever read and never heard spoken, and the Ninja Garments. For the pants, we've got the Ranger Pants, the Rubber Boots, the Stone Pants. You'll notice that the Stone Pants and the Stone Chestplate are linked with the Sentry Helm, an item that has existed for a very long time and now has a set bonus. The Hive Bone Pants, the Mold Web Pants, the Mercenary Pants, the Wild Warden Pants, the Solarite Tassets, the Hazmat Suit Pants, the Gemstone Harem Pants, the Cosmos Legwear, and the ninja leggings. Necklaces, we have got the Fang necklace, the Wild Warden necklace, the Glass Bead necklace, the Tower Shell necklace, the Atlantean Worm necklace, and that is all. For rings, it's even fewer, with the Wild Warden ring, the Glass Bead ring, and the Atlantean Worm ring. They have added an iron shield, finally something in between the wood shield and the toxic defender. We've got the pet rock, isn't that cute? And we have a new light, the Pearl Lantern. For weapons, melee weapons, we have got the Rusty Dagger, the Sticky Stick, the Iron Halberd, the Solarite Sword, the Crystal Shard Club, and the Atlantean Worm Sword. For ranged weapons, we have got a Wood Crossbow, the Scarlet Crossbow, the Solarite Crossbow, and the Ricochet Shuriken. We've got new tools. There are the Hand Drill and the Scarlet Hand Drill. We've got the Solarite Pickaxe and the Obliteration Ray. This is my favorite item in the game. There's also the Solarite Fishing Rod and the Roofing Gadget. All right, y'all, I just want to take 2 seconds to ask you to please hit that like button and subscribe if you haven't already. It does really help grow my channel. All right, enough shameless plugging. More video. Pugstorm has done more than just give us new weapons and armor. We can now upgrade those items too. Expect a video soon doing a deep dive into upgrading, but for now, here's a quick overview. You can craft an upgrade station. It can be found at the Scarlet Workbench. To upgrade an item, open the upgrade station and put your item in the open box on the left. The box on the right will show you what the upgraded item will look like. And if you mouse over the arrow icon below, you'll see the cost of the upgrade. Upgrades will cost metal bars, ancient coins, and at higher levels, special gemstones. The type of metal bar required varies by level. Lower level items require lower level materials such as iron or scarlet. By the time you reach above level 10, you're gonna need galaxite and solarite bars. Anything above level 14, you're also going to need the gemstones. Currently, the maximum level is 18. There are 3 new gemstones: the Jungle Emerald, the Ocean Sapphire, and the Desert Ruby. These drop in chests off of bosses and from arena events. And if there are other ways to get the gemstones that I haven't mentioned, please do let me know in the comments, as I'm sure I've missed a few of the spawning methods for them. Each one of these items is found in the corresponding outer biome. The Jungle Emerald is found in the wilderness, the Ocean Sapphire in the sunken sea, the Desert Ruby in the desert. There's a bunch of new stuff with this update, and let's briefly touch on as much of it as possible because this video is already too long. There is a new pet. It is a turtle-like creature called the Kelpal. It spawns in the sunken sea. We've got 2 new methods for moving our cattle around. If your pet is close to base, you can grab it with a new leash and lead it back home. But if your pet is very far from base, or you want to move the pet from one world to another, you're gonna need the cattle transport box. This item is used up when you put the pet in it, so you'll need to make a new one every time. There are a ton of new decoration items. We have Gleamwood walls, which glow slightly, and the Gleamwood floor tiles, which glow a lot. I love these floor tiles and their glow. Very helpful when lighting up your base. We also have the Gleamwood fence and the gate, as well as the Gleamwood door. They all glow, and I think they've got a really cool look to them. Very crystalline. There are new obelisks, short and tall. scattered within the desert and the Shimmering Frontier biomes, and a decorative wall geode that can be painted. Finally, we have the Materializer. If you put a figurine in this item and give it power, it will spawn that creature over and over again. And the Materializer can only be found in the new battle arenas. And unfortunately, at the moment, these spawned creatures don't drop loot, so the Materializer is useless for mob farms. But I think we should make our voices heard and leave comments on the Discord suggestions page saying that we want a way for these summon mobs to drop loot. Maybe some sort of consumable resource that buffs them for a bit and lets them drop loot, maybe at a lower drop rate. Then mob farms can make use of them as well, especially if the materials needed for it are extremely rare and the Materializer itself is rare and hard to get your hands on a lot of them. This will definitely keep it more endgame and make those endgame mob farms feel a lot more efficient and a lot cooler than the kind of mob farms that we have to make right now that are just massive and span huge distances. I think that would be really cool. So let your voices be heard. There are a few other minor things that I haven't gone over. There are some decorations, there are some unique scenes and statuary, as well as a few other little details, but I want to let you all explore a little bit and enjoy the new biome with a few surprises intact. And I think that just about wraps it up for today's video. I hope you enjoyed yourself, and until next time, stay crazy.